Hi there, we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video. So in this last video, where we had left off was we had found the side lengths for number 2, A, B, and C. None of them were the same, so it was a scalene triangle. We had found the slopes of the three sides A, B, B, C, and CA, and we had multiplied them together using Desmos. None of those equaled exactly -1. So since none of them, when you multiply together, equal -1, this is going to be a not right triangle. So to completely answer this question right here, we have to take both parts here. It is a scalene triangle, but is not right. We can't find the angles exactly using the math that we know with other than knowing whether or not things are right angles based off of slopes. So all we're going to say is right or not right. Since none of these multiplied to -1 exactly, when you multiplied them together, that made it a not right triangle. The last thing we are going to do for today is a little bit simpler, and it deals with something that we'll pick up with in the next lesson as well. The three interior angles or inside angles of the triangle, which are marked here in red, of a triangle add up to 180. You may have already known that from a previous math class. That means if we know that two of the angles, the measures of a triangle, we can find the third angle measure very easily. So for both of these last two examples here, we are going to find the missing angle 1, and then we're going to classify the triangle by its angles. So we know that whatever angle 1 is, plus 78 plus 31 has to add up to 180, because those are the three interior angles of this triangle. Another way we can say that is that measure of angle 1 is going to be 180 minus the two angles we know, minus 78 minus 31. And we might as well just use Desmos to help us with the math there. 180 minus 78 minus 31 gives us that measure of angle 1 is 71 degrees. And so I'm going to mark that just so we kind of have it in context there. All three of these angles are acute, since they're all smaller than 90 degrees. Since all three angles of this triangle are acute, we would say that this is an acute triangle. Let's try number 2. So it's going to be the same idea. Measure of angle 1 is going to be 180 minus the two angles we know, which are both 60. So 180 minus 60 minus 60. If you'd like, you can use a calculator to help you with that, so you don't have to do it all in your head. We end up with measure of angle 1 equaling 60 degrees exactly. That means that all three angles are 60, meaning all three angles are the same. You might be tempted to say acute because acute, they're all three 60-degree angles are acute angles, but we can be more specific. Since those angles are all equal, we can say that this is an equiangular triangle. We'll talk more about the interior angles of a triangle in the next lesson, but that is it for today. Again, our goal here was just to classify triangles by their side lengths and their angles. That is it. Have a fantastic day.